Hi, I'm Helen Roberts from XV Insight.
And I'm Heather Cotton from Webropol UK.
This is the final webinar in our series on how best to understand your customers' experiences and how to ensure they're happy and loyal. There are 5 webinars in the series, each lasting around 5 minutes. They're jointly produced by Webropol, a web-based survey and analytics tool provider, and XV Insight, a market research and insight consultancy. You can download them all and the support materials from our websites. Do get in touch via Twitter or phone if you'd like to know more. So far, we've helped you design the optimal customer feedback program and get the most from the results. In this final webinar, we take a look at making sure the customer is at the heart of your organisation and is the driving force behind your strategy and your day-to-day decisions. We've seen how happy customers are the key to a successful business. In order to know if your customers are happy, you have to engage with them and get their feedback. But then you have to listen to what they say and act on what they want. Doing customer research and leaving it in a box to gather dust is not enough. You have to have the voice of the customer running through your organisation. So what does a customer-centric business look like? The start point is to make sure the whole organisation knows who the customer is and what they want. There may be different types of customers with different needs. It's important that those are understood and everyone knows how their needs differ and perhaps which ones are most important. Some companies have personas of their customers in meetings. When decisions are being made, they check what their customers might think. If the whole team really knows the customer and tries to see the business from their perspective, then that persona may not be necessary. However, it's not always easy to see things from the customer perspective. How can your team know what it feels like to come to your venue for the first time? They last did that several years ago, so they know the way. People who work in the automotive industry rarely know what it's like to buy a brand new car. They don't go through that process, and if they do, it's with a huge brand bias attached. A healthcare professional is not a normal patient. They know the jargon and the process behind the outward-facing experience. Sharing customer feedback widely and regularly is an important part of ensuring that the customer is at the heart of a business. An important tool in this process is to understand the customer journey, mapping out every step they take, from first identifying the need or desire for a product or service that you provide, through seeking out ideas and information from you and others, making the final decision, completing the transaction, and using any after-sales support or follow-up. Most journeys are, in reality, rarely linear or done in isolation. Stages in the journey overlap. Individual purchase journeys overlap. Paths change. Late decision influences impact behaviour, and some journeys are never finished. This only increases the importance of understanding how people interact with you and with your competitors.
By knowing your customers, you'll also understand your true competitors, the organisations your customers consider alongside you. This knowledge will then inform your strategy, ensuring your priorities and actions are centred on the customer needs. A key area overlooked in many organisations is empowerment of customer-facing staff. How annoying is it when a staff member has to seek out higher management to authorise a refund or replacement for obviously faulty goods? The organisations that enable customer-facing personnel to make judgment calls and support customers typically have less dissatisfied customers. Once these core principles are in place, tracking of performance against customer-focused KPIs is important to maintain and improve the customer experience. An important part of building a customer-centric organisation is collecting continual feedback at an interval suited to your organisation. It is not enough to collect feedback once and become complacent, as customers may use your service many times and have differing experiences. The feedback collection intervals will depend on your organisation type. For example, a retail outlet could use a kiosk-based survey which allows customers to give feedback at the point of transaction at each visit. Other organisations providing a service may benefit from collecting feedback on a quarterly basis. However, be aware of survey fatigue. Demanding feedback after every visit can be tiresome for customers and make them unlikely to give feedback. Or worse, they may give you a negative review due to feeling pestered. Therefore, every successful customer-focused organisation sets goals and monitors progress. Setting goals is not about saying we want 10 out of 10 for everything. It is about being challenging but realistic. Setting goals based on movement from current performance available resources, and achievable timing is key to getting buy-in and achieving those goals. A continuous cycle of monitoring progress, rewarding success, and updating goals to meet changing customer needs should be an embedded process within every organisation.
It's been proven many times that standing still in customer service levels is not an option. Providing the same service levels as last year is unlikely to generate the same level of customer satisfaction. Expectations are on the increase all the time in all aspects of life, so organisations need to keep improving the services they provide. So that brings us to the end of our webinar series. We've provided a whistle-stop tour of customer satisfaction research and why it's so important to understand how your customers, visitors, patients, guests feel about their experience with you. We'd be pleased to provide more information and answer any questions you may have, so do please get in touch if you'd like to know more. We're always happy to talk to our customers. And, as you might expect, we'd also like your feedback on this webinar series, so please do let us know what you think. Thank you.